On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Meme.
A cultural idea, value, or pattern of behavior that is passed from one generation to another by imitation rather than genetic means, as an internet meme, an image, a video, a piece of text, etc., that is remixed, copied, and circulated in a shared cultural experience online.
Examples:
Pronounce meme. Religious meme. This cute dog's photo spread around the world as an internet meme.
Misogyny.
A dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against women.
Examples:
Misogyny issue. The misogyny of medieval Christianity. His speech was filled with misogyny and caused widespread outrage.
Misinformation.
Information that is false or inaccurate, or the act of giving wrong information, especially deliberately.
Examples:
Misinformation about a vaccine. Combat misinformation on social media. The government called for caution against pseudoscientific misinformation about vaccines.
Globalism.
A political, economic, and social outlook that emphasizes the importance of global cooperation and interdependence, often associated with free trade, globalization of culture, and the spread of technology.
Examples:
Globalism movement. Anti-globalism. The rise of globalism has led to increased international trade and cultural exchange.
Cahoot.
Also used as cahoots, a situation where two or more people are working together in a secretive or underhanded way.
Examples:
In cahoots with gorillas. Secret cahoots. The two companies were in cahoots to fix the prices of their products.
Tweet.
A short, high sound made by a small bird, a message sent using Twitter, the social media application.
Examples:
A chick's tweet. His latest tweets. We could hear the tweet of baby birds.
Live stream.
A real-time video or audio broadcast of an event, performance, or activity that is encoded and distributed over the Internet, usually through dedicated apps or websites, allowing distributed viewers to watch it remotely.
Examples:
Livestream tutorial. Livestream concert. We watched the concert livestream since we couldn't attend in person.
Periscope.
A device that uses mirrors to allow a person to see objects that are not in their direct line of sight, often used on submarines or military vehicles.
Examples:
Periscope lens. Submarine periscope. The soldier peeked through the periscope to watch for enemy movements.
Propel.
To move, drive, or push something forward or in a particular direction, often with a lot of force.
Examples:
propel growth, propel the ship. An increase in employment helps propel economic growth.
Noxious.
Harmful or poisonous to living beings, having an unpleasant or offensive smell or taste, causing intense or unpleasant emotions or feelings.
Examples:
noxious gas, noxious substances. The noxious fumes from the factory were causing health problems for nearby residents.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
explode in anger, explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
accuse his rudeness, accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
opportune occasion, an opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Frenzy.
A state of wild, uncontrolled excitement or activity, often characterized by chaotic or irrational behavior.
Examples:
frenzy of activity, buying frenzy. The shoppers were frenzied to get the best deals on Black Friday.
Hashtag.
A word or phrase preceded by the symbol hashtag, used on social media websites and applications to identify messages on a specific topic.
Examples:
marked with a hashtag, trending hashtag. Our brand's campaign uses a unique hashtag to track engagement and reach.
Billionaire.
A person who has a net worth of at least $1 billion.
Examples:
Silicon Valley billionaire, oil billionaire. The self-made billionaire donated millions to charity.
Philanthropy.
The practice of voluntarily helping the poor, especially by giving money.
Examples:
philanthropy organization, private philanthropy. Tech billionaires often spend the majority of their time on philanthropy.
Bogey.
A spectral or mythological being, often portrayed as a malevolent or mischievous spirit, an undesirable or unpleasant object or entity, often used in a children's game where the object is to avoid it, of golf, a score of 1 over par for a given hole.
Examples:
bogeyman, double bogey. Her main academic bogey was mathematics, and she had difficulty understanding abstract concepts.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history, Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Semitic.
Relating to the group of languages that includes Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic, spoken by the peoples of the Middle East and North Africa.
Examples:
Anti-Semitic movement, Semitic culture. The Semitic languages include Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic.
Prosocial.
Characterized by behavior that benefits others or society as a whole, often with little or no personal benefit or reward.
Examples:
Prosocial motives, prosocial intervention. Volunteering at a soup kitchen is a prosocial act of kindness.
Antisocial.
Not wanting to be around or spend time with other people, unwilling or unable to conform to accepted social norms or standards.
Examples:
Antisocial tendencies, antisocial personality disorder. The suspect's antisocial behavior and lack of remorse made the judge question their sanity.
Arouse.
To awaken strong feelings or emotions in someone, to excite or inspire a physical or emotional response.
Examples:
Arouse desire, arouse suspicion. The rousing speech by the politician aroused the audience to action.
Prodigy.
A young person who possesses exceptional talent or ability, especially in an area that is normally associated with adult expertise, a person or thing that inspires awe or wonder.
Examples:
Musical prodigy, a prodigy in math. The young prodigy impressed everyone with her piano performance at the competition.
Relegate.
To assign or dismiss to a lower or less important status or place, to demote.
Examples:
Relegate a matter to another authority. Relegate task. The underperforming team was relegated to a lower division.
Allege.
To state or claim that something is the case, often without proof.
Examples:
Allege misconduct. Allege his guilt. The company has been accused of violating the law, but they allege they have done nothing wrong.
Photoshop.
To edit or manipulate digital images or photographs using Adobe Photoshop software or similar tools.
Examples:
Photoshop a picture. Photoshop the background of the image. The photographer photoshopped the image to enhance the lighting and contrast.
Conservatism.
A political and social ideology that seeks to preserve traditional values, institutions, and practices and resist change or innovation, often associated with a preference for limited government, free markets, and strong national defense.
Examples:
Fiscal conservatism. Conservatism Party. Conservatism in politics tends to prioritize traditional values and limited government intervention.
Revoke.
To officially cancel, annul, or withdraw something, often a law, privilege, or right that was previously granted.
Examples:
Revoke a license. Revoke a contract. The company decided to revoke their offer of employment after discovering the applicant's criminal background.
Suffrage.
The right to vote in political elections, the exercise of voting rights, or the process of obtaining them.
Examples:
Suffrage movement. Female suffrage. The suffrage march was a peaceful protest demanding voting rights for women.
Segregation.
The act or process of separating or isolating people, things, or groups based on race, gender, religion, social class, or other characteristics, a political or social system that enforces such separation or isolation.
Examples:
Racial segregation. Segregation of power. Segregation based on race or ethnicity is illegal and unjust.
Libertarian.
A person who believes that people should be free to think and behave as they want and the government should only have a minimal level of control, and a person who advocates those beliefs.
Examples:
Libertarian group. Civil libertarian. Western liberal democracy serves as the foundation for the libertarian philosophy of the media.
Magnify.
To make something look bigger than it really is, especially by looking at it through a lens. To make something bigger, stronger, or louder.
Examples:
Magnify the danger. Magnify the image for display. Terrorists often attempt to magnify the economic impact of their acts of destruction.
Meaningless.
Having no meaning, direction, or purpose.
Examples:
A meaningless endeavor. Do a meaningless task. This experiment's results are meaningless because the other conditions are not identical.
Alienated.
Feeling isolated, estranged, or disconnected from others, often due to a sense of difference or lack of belonging.
Examples:
Alienated from my parents. Become alienated. The new employee felt alienated from the rest of the team as they didn't try to include him in their conversations.
Heinous.
Extremely wicked or cruel, evil.
Examples:
Heinous firm. Heinous act. The heinous crime shocked the whole community.
Engross.
To entirely occupy or absorb one's attention or interest, to involve or entangle deeply.
Examples:
Engross in phone conversations. Engross the market. The captivating novel engrossed me for hours on end.
Torch.
A portable device that produces a flame, typically one that is used to light a fire or a candle.
Examples:
The torch of learning. Torch song. She used an electric torch to light her way through the dark cave.
Radicalize.
To cause or become more radical in one's beliefs or actions, to adopt or promote more extreme or uncompromising ideas or practices.
Examples:
Radicalize religious groups. Radicalize ideology. The extremist group aims to radicalize young people through its propaganda.
Supremacy.
The state, condition, or position of being superior to all others in authority, power, or status.
Examples:
A race for supremacy. Supremacy of a country. The empire's military power ensured its supremacy over the neighboring states.
Fascist.
Relating to or supporting fascism, which is a political ideology that emphasizes authoritarian government, nationalism, and suppression of political opposition and individual liberties.
Examples:
Fascist propaganda. Fascist policies. The regime was accused of being fascist for their oppressive tactics.
Inoculate.
To introduce a vaccine into the body to produce immunity to a specific disease.
Examples:
Inoculate against disease. Inoculate with a virus. The doctor inoculated the child with a vaccine.
Disappoint.
To fail to meet someone or their hopes or expectations, to make someone feel sad.
Examples:
Disappoint the audience. Don't disappoint me. She worked very hard not to disappoint her boss's expectations.
Coop.
A farm building or enclosure for housing poultry.
Examples:
Fly the coop. Chicken coop. The farmer put a coop over the hens.
Smartphone.
A mobile phone that functions as a computer and connects to the internet.
Examples:
Smartphone app developer. Smartphone addict. Internet traffic volumes have increased significantly with the advent of smartphones.
Skeptic.
A person who doubts or questions the truth of specific claims, beliefs, or doctrines, especially those in religion or the supernatural.
Examples:
An ingrained skeptic. Climate skeptic. He was a skeptic who doubted the existence of supernatural phenomena.
Skepticism.
An attitude of doubting or questioning that claims or statements are true or valuable, or that something will happen, the disbelief in any claims of ultimate knowledge.
Examples:
Natural skepticism. Skepticism toward bureaucracy. This party expresses skepticism about the efficacy of the health insurance system.
Drown.
To die or cause to die by being unable to breathe underwater.
Examples:
Drown in a bath. I was drowned in work. Floods have the potential to drown any subsurface animals easily.
Epistemology.
A branch of philosophy that deals with knowledge and belief, including the nature and limits of knowledge, the sources and criteria of knowledge, and the justification of belief.
Examples:
A specialist in epistemology. Epistemology study. Evolutionary epistemology is a field of study that seeks to understand how knowledge has evolved.
Contrarian.
A person who tends to oppose or reject commonly held beliefs or opinions, often for the sake of being different or creating controversy.
Examples:
Contrarian investor. Contrarian philosophy. The politician's contrarian stance on immigration has earned him a lot of supporters and detractors alike.
Skeptical.
Doubting that something is accurate or useful.
Examples:
A skeptical attitude. Skeptical scientists. His religious and philosophical beliefs were utterly skeptical.
Indoctrinate.
To teach a person or group of people to accept a set of beliefs uncritically.
Examples:
Indoctrinate youth. Indoctrinate ideology. The government attempted to indoctrinate the population with its propaganda.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Harass.
To annoy, torment, or pester persistently, to subject someone to repeated or chronic attacks or unwelcome attention.
Examples:
Harass the enemy. Harass with constant criticism. She was constantly harassed by her ex-boyfriend and had to get a restraining order.
Decency.
Behavior that is appropriate or suitable in a given context, especially in terms of social norms and moral standards.
Examples:
An offense against decency. Decency standards. He always tried to act with decency, treating others with respect and kindness.
Sharia.
The Islamic law as laid down in the Quran and Sunnah.
Examples:
Sharia compliance, Sharia court. Many countries follow the principles of Sharia law in their legal systems.
Bigot.
A person who is intolerant of others who hold different opinions, beliefs, or values, especially someone who displays stubborn and unreasonable prejudice against particular groups of people.
Examples:
Bigot mentality, religious bigot. His refusal to listen to other people's opinions made him a close-minded bigot.
Edgy.
Being tense, nervous, or irritable, nervous, jittery behavior, having a provocative, unconventional, or avant-garde style or mentality.
Examples:
Edgy haircut, edgy fashion. I always feel edgy when I have to give a speech in front of a large crowd.
Incentivize.
To make someone want to do in a particular way by offering them a reward.
Examples:
Incentivize carpooling. Incentivize the right behavior. Governments incentivize their citizens to buy eco-friendly products through subsidies.
Angst.
A feeling of deep anxiety or dread, typically an unfocused one about the human condition or the state of the world in general.
Examples:
An endless stream of angst. With no angst. He felt a sense of angst about the future and wasn't sure what would happen.
Redeem.
To compensate for the faults or bad aspects of something. To regain possession or assume ownership of something by paying a sum of money or fulfilling a condition. To rescue or save someone from a difficult or hopeless situation.
Examples:
Redeem a coupon. Redeem a government bond. He tried to redeem himself by volunteering at the local charity after his mistakes.
Dumpster.
A large, commercial trash receptacle designed to be emptied mechanically by a garbage truck.
Examples:
Dumpster diving. Empty the dumpster. The employee found $100 in the dumpster behind the store. Utopian. Ideal and perfect, relating to or resembling a utopia, equals an ideal and perfect society.
Examples:
Utopian society. Utopian goal. He had a utopian vision of a world without war.
Dystopia.
An imaginary place where everything is extremely bad because of deprivation or oppression or terror, or a work of fiction describing those places.
Examples:
A crumbling dystopia. The escape from dystopia. The loss of industry turned working-class neighborhoods into dystopias.
Regress.
To move or develop backward, to return to an earlier or less advanced state or condition, to decline or deteriorate.
Examples:
Regress to childhood. Regress in skills. The team's failure to win games has caused them to regress in confidence.
Intern.
To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria.
Examples:
Intern civilians. Medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations.
Aspiration.
A strong desire to achieve something, the action or process of drawing breath.
Examples:
No aspiration for fame. Aspiration into the lungs. He has an aspiration to become a doctor.
Liberate.
To set free, to release or rescue from captivity or oppression.
Examples:
Liberate people from oppression. Liberate potential. The prisoners were liberated after the war ended.